are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian.
I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you.
Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
Blue, oh, it's the BlueNote Fan Report. Oh, wow, didn't expect that. Excuse me. Well, currently nobody's watching, so unless you go back and see it, you won't see it. But hey, how are you? Sister JJ sent me an early message like he always does. Let's go, BlueNote Fan Report. Thank you, buddy. Greatly appreciate you and all of you that will watch us tonight. 2 games to go, but tonight's a special night, right, for the Blues. First of all, they're facing the Penguins. This is the Penguins' last game of the season, regular season. It's a tune-up game. It's a rest and tune-up game, but it's the Penguins. This is their last shot. This is it. You know, they make the run now or they make no run at all. So we'll see what happens with them down the playoffs. The bracket challenge is out. We will do a bracket in our group. We'll get that set up. I'd like me and Justin to try and set up our brackets on live, do a live show. Justin's not here today. He's at the game again. Congratulations. Way to go, Justin, man. 2 games in a row. Great. Real happy for it. And I mean it, not being facetious, bud. Glad you're there. Glad you get to see this. And the reason this is an important game, or, you know, for the Blues are doing this game in ASL. Now, for someone who has real hearing issues, and anybody that's been around me knows this, right? They know that there are things that I cannot hear, right? And Jake Neighbors had a friend, or has a friend, who is hearing it, you know, deaf. And he has gone out there and promoted sign language. He had that hat, and I wish I would have gotten one. I'm stupid for not buying it when it came out, because it sold out so quick. But he had the hat with the sign language on it. Now, within a year or 2, I'm going to have to start learning sign language. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. And you guys got to forgive me. I'm eating a little bit today. I did not 100% expect to do this, but I went. So, you guys all know I've been trying to fish and trying to do things out here. There's a fishing tournament on Sunday that I'd like to go into. Well, there's a lottery. If you get picked, you go on somebody's boat. Great. You know, that's cool. But if you don't get picked, you're stuck from the shore. Well, I know that people have gone out there and kayaked. And I saw it today, actually. I actually saw a guy on a jet ski. Pretty weird. Pretty neat. But, you know, so I went and figured out if I could rent the kayak. And like, I was thinking that I couldn't put it on the top of my car, that I had to put it in my car. But when I got there and I found out it was about a foot too long to put in my car, but looking at it and going, you know, hey, you know what? I can get this on top of my car. A guy helped me do it, and went out to the lake, and I got about 3 or 4 hours out there. My arms are sore at paddling, and I got video. So maybe I'll show video later. I should be joined here in a little bit by our good friend Kelsey. She should be joining us. I sent her the link. Oh my goodness, I can't do anything right today. And we're just it's going to be fun. Apparently, Chris is Chris. If you're out there, man, I gotta that story you told me about Adam. I got to put it out there, but I want to make sure you're okay with it first. Are you out there, Adam? Are you listening, buddy? Hockey's for everyone tonight. That's what's important. By the way, I did catch a fish, but I don't have it on video. My video died by the time I caught it, but it wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, I have a picture of it. I might try and show it later. Might try and show a picture. But I snagged it in the fin. Right? I asked somebody, least on top. No, on top of what? The trash heap? Oh my goodness. I snagged it in the fin, and it's a weird looking fish. Right? If you've kept aquariums, you know this fish. Right? If you've kept aquariums, you absolutely know this fish. But if you don't, I mean, it's got a couple of different names. Oh wow, Jim Sumuki. This is last game, and there's a picture he got with his son and his son and son-in-law, or wife, or sister, daughter-in-law, daughter-in-law, whichever it is, and they're here for Grandpa's last ride. That's pretty cool. I like that. Puck drop, so they came to. Oh, they were at last night's game. Never mind. I thought it was tonight. Late puck drop, young kids, but is what it is. I'm having a good time. I love you guys. You know that. Anybody out there? Before, I want to know if anyone, Chris, you already know what it is, so you can't say, but I want to know if somebody out there knows what this is. Tell me if you know, once I get it out there. If you know what that is. Right? If you know what that is. Oh, Ryan, I can't wait for the Army area to end. I'm just thinking the Oregon needed this change in leadership. I don't think they're getting that much of a change in leadership. But what type of fish, Ryan? Oh, somebody liked and subscribed. I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. We appreciate you. Maybe. That's a good thought process, Ryan. I mean, some people, do agree with this, but I kind of don't think that there's going to be that much of a leadership change. I think the Blues, I think a lot of people are missing how good things are going with the Blues and where they're at right now. Right? I really think about this. Right? Absolutely think about this. Where this team is, how young it is. And we still got 3 guys in the minors that are ready to that are really, really close to coming up. Right? You got Carbonneau, and then the Yurchek and Yurko. Right? Both those guys, one defenseman, one forward. Future's very, very bright. This is why. So, for all, oh man, I might show this later. I might read this later. If Steen is the decision maker, what would that mean? Army just someone for him to throw ideas on and get advice is what it sounds like. I think Steen is still new, still young, still figuring things out. Army is the president of hockey operations. Things are still going to run through Army. Now, Steen's going to make a lot of the decisions. Army's going to be more on the financial side, right? There's a lot. President of hockey operations, you got to deal with a lot, man. Season tickets, all that stuff. She's here. Oh no, she's here. Let's please welcome Kelsey McNamara to the show. Hi, Kelsey.
Hello. Why? Oh no. Why? Oh no, I'm here.
Oh no, it's just me being me, you know. Just me being me, you know.
I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you.
I know you're more than welcome. And, you know, I had a lot of fun with you the last time, right? And this is no joke. I had 10 people ask me if you were the new co-host or you were going to be a co-host. So no, she's just a guest. I had a lot of people liked you. A lot of people.
Oh, that's really nice.
And that's no.
I have low
that's
self-esteem,
no
so that's good.
That's no shade. Hold on. That's no shade on Justin. None whatsoever. None. It was just a lot of people like Kelsey and what she brought. A lot of people like Justin and what he brings. They bring different things. Who knows? Maybe down the road sometime, Kelsey will join us more often. She's more than welcome. We're going to do an off-season show. We talked about that. We're going to do an off-season show and things.
Yeah, I was hoping Justin was going to be here tonight, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm going to the game."
Well, he got tickets to the game, and you know, I can't blame him, right?
No, of course, I was jealous. I'm jealous.
Hey, you're jealous. Well, hopefully,
I'm also
hopefully you and Justin can go to a game while I'm there.
Yeah,
right.
That'd be great.
I finally caught a fish at that damn lake today.
Oh yeah,
yeah, but I almost can't count it because I snagged it. Right, I didn't purposely snag it, but that's how I
don't know what that means.
I don't know if you can see the picture.
What does a snag mean?
If let me get the picture back up. Can you see the picture?
Mm-hmm.
You see where the hook is?
Yeah, so it's not in its mouth, so it's just
it's in its fin.
Okay,
right. So that's a snag. You kind of hook on the side or whatever, and that happens sometimes. But do you know what kind of fish that is?
No.
Have you ever had an aquarium?
No.
I've
been to an aquarium.
Yeah. Well, you won't. This is the thing with this lake, there are a lot of aquarium fish in it, right? People have released aquarium fish in it. And because it's warm water, they've thrived. This is one of those aquariums. It's called a Pecosmus or a Peco. And it's basically a type of armored sucking catfish.
Okay.
Right. So
I don't know anything about fish. On the last episode, you were talking about reels and how you hadn't gone through whatever. It was like a solid 6 minutes before I realized that you weren't talking about a social media reel.
No.
When finally you started, you were saying "Oh, well, it's the little parts and stuff." What'd you say?
Yeah. Yeah, I took that reel apart yesterday, and when I put it back together, now it doesn't work right. So I thought I put everything back perfectly, and I took pictures and all that, but something's not right. So I'm going to have to send it in.
Sorry for that.
It happens. Let's talk hockey. Blues are taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins today. This is the Penguins' last game of the season. They are in the playoffs. I talked about this earlier. It's going to be... This is a tune-up game for them. So there's probably guys you won't see. I do think that you should see Crosby. I haven't seen the lineups yet for them, but I'm thinking that you should see Crosby. Not
let's go look.
Saying that you will, but you should. I'm going to see if any of the summaries are up yet on my sheet. Sorry, I forgot this. I went to the lake today, so that's why I forgot to send you the stuff that I sent last time. So, no Crosby tonight, right? Oh, wow. I don't recognize, other than the goalies, I don't recognize almost nobody. Well, I recognize one guy on the Penguins, right? Well, two. So this is the Penguins roster. So they're resting everybody. McGordy, St. Evany, Ryan Shea, Ila Shololov, Kevin Hayes. Hayes, I know. He was here for a little while. Jonah Kopenen, Justin Bruo, Thomas Novak, Elmer Soderblom, Ryan Graves, Anthony Muta, Vili Koivainen, Ralphia Harvey Pinard, Nola Kari. We all know who he is. He was here for a while. Jake, and I can't even say that last name. Connor Clifton, Ben Kendall, Avery Hayes, Arthur Lewis, and Stuart Skinner. And my guess is Zabalovas will probably be in net. Bennington's going to be in net for the Blues. I'm kind of wondering if the reason they're doing this is I wonder if fans might be looking at this being Bennington's last game. Right. In the
I guess there's always a chance.
There's probably a big chance. Justin saying, "Hey, Kelsey."
Hi, Justin.
Right.
Do you have good seats?
Hope he does. I've got this game on. There's 5 minutes left. I have it on ESPN, so I don't know.
Yeah, I do as well.
I have it on the app. I don't have it on cable. So
I don't have the app.
Well, for the app wouldn't work. Well, actually, it would today because that's the only. I think that's the only
way you can see the ASL broadcast.
Is either through the app or on ESPN itself. Right, and the ASL is only going to be on the app. Justin said he'll send you a picture.
Okay.
Man, I was just thinking. What
There wasn't actually a yes or no answer, but
say again.
So there really could have just been a yes or no.
Or
do you have good seats?
Oh.
He's gonna send me a picture. He's gonna make me decide.
Yeah. Obi got one. No, I don't know. It might have been Obi. I thought it was. Let me go back. So I'm using the app. Redbeard, end of the regular season is the same for us, Guy. All games don't matter anymore. Well, Redbeard, your games matter for us. As long as you lose, we're happy because we get a little bit better draft pick. The Blues ended up that trade deadline for everything that people want to talk about. The Blues did really, really well with that trade deadline. Right? I mean, they got 2 first-round picks. The 2 guys they traded aren't playing in the playoffs either. One of those first-round picks is now going to be like 13, 14, or 15, somewhere in that range. Right? Especially with the Caps winning tonight. We just need you not to win. I mean, if you don't win, you move down. I'm not sure who you're playing. I don't know if you're playing tonight there. I don't think you're playing tonight. You play the Panthers, so if you lose, that helps us. Panthers are below you. We just need you to lose. That's it. Oh, is that today? No, I don't know. My thing jumped on me. Yeah, okay. You play the Panthers tomorrow, and that's your last game. Think you play the Panthers tomorrow? Yep, and that'd be your last game. So, and then our last game, we play the Mammoth at the Delta Center in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that'll be
another national game. I think it's the early game though.
Oh, wrong guy. Okay, Redbeard. I was thinking you were. I have another guy that uses red for the Red Wings, so I was thinking you were the Red Wings guy. That's why. Hi, Sam. How you doing, girl? Miss you.
Hi, Sam.
That's your new best friend, right?
That is my new best friend. She's stressing about the Thunderbirds this week.
Yeah,
I'm seeing her Facebook posts.
Did they make the postseason or did they get eliminated?
The don't quote me on this. Sam will correct me maybe. Think they can clinch this week?
Sam,
They
are
need to
you
do
guys
some
in?
things, I think.
Are you guys in? That's right. I remember you saying that now. I'm sorry. I got mixed up, Redbeard. Forgive me, my friend. Forgive me. Yeah, right now for me, I think that I think there's a possibility that the Avalanche can break the President's Trophy curse. However, there is a big team that I think stands in their way, and they're going to have to get over a huge hump, and I don't know if they can.
Okay, so tell me, what's the President's Trophy curse?
Okay. Ooh, do you know what the President's Trophy is?
It's for the best regular season record.
Record. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Yes.
since they've been giving it out, I think only 4 teams have actually won the cup. And a lot of teams that have won the President's Trophy have lost in the first round. In fact, the Blues are one of the teams that did that in 2000 and or 9. Was it 99? There was the Blues won the cup and then went out in the first round in 7 games to the Sharks, if I remember correctly. It might have been the Kings. I know we lost to the Kings one year too, but so that's the.
It's such a shame when they go to the playoffs so often that you confuse which year it was.
Well, so for the majority of me, right, growing up being a fan, there was a period it was automatic. The Blues were in the playoffs. They were in the playoffs for 25 straight years. Right? The first year they missed the playoffs was that broke the streak was the year after the strike, 04 and 05, and that was the only reason that they missed the playoffs is because the owners wanted to sell the team, and they brought in a guy who really didn't know anything about hockey but was a business guy, and his thought process was that you have to eliminate salary. You have to get rid of players to make the team look profitable, to be better for a buyer. And that was the exact wrong thing to do. The thing that you want to sell in that case is you want to sell the playoff streak, that streak. That makes it look good. So what ends up happening is the new owners come in and they were absolutely trash, and they got the number 1 overall pick, and they ended up picking Eric Johnson when they could have gotten Jonathan Toews. Right? And that's going to come around. Thomas isn't going anywhere. I honestly don't think. Now I know Justin proposes, and I understand why he does this. Proposes some major trades, right? I understand that. I just don't think that the Blues are going to do it. There's one guy right now that makes every bit of sense to trade, and there's no issues in trading him. But the return has to be the right return, because if you trade him and you don't get the right return, you could actually be shooting yourself in the foot. You know where I'm going with this? I love the blank look on your face. I love it. See, I ask the questions like this. Our show is very interactive. So if I just say, "Oh, this player, da 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 da," you take the interactiveness away. I want people to be able to guess. I want people to be able to see or think or think. Okay, who is he talking about? What's he talking about? Right. So, is there anybody that comes to mind for you?
I mean, of ones you've talked about, my guess of who you're talking about would be, well,
He knows. Guy secretly loves Kadri. If Kadri was on if the Blues got Kadri for some way, I would actually stop watching the Blues until Kadri left. That's how much I hate the guy. I would stop watching the team until that guy was no longer on the team. And Justin, that's great. I love that you post suggestions. I wish more people would. That we need to keep our group going and keep things going. And you know, everybody has their opinion. That's what the group is. Let's keep it going, right? So who are you thinking there, Kelsey? I think you have it.
Well, I thought you were either going to say Kyrou or Bushnevich.
Oh no.
Okay, well,
Bennington.
Oh.
And the reason being Bennington. Next year is the last year of what's known as the 6x6. He had a 6-year contract with for $6 million. However, the last 3 years of that contract, he was tradable. He had no trade. He had this year on July 1st, he only has a 10-team no trade list. Right. It is very at this point when the 10 teams that you're eliminating, you know that there's going to be somebody that's going to want him. But I still think, and I saw a little bit of it in the last game with Hofer, that I think he would still do very good with a solid, backup, veteran backup. A solid veteran guy there to kind of help him along, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here it is. I got it. Oh, yes. I'm pulling up the ASL one. Oh, no, I don't have it. Mm-hmm. Oh, it says I guess I don't. I thought with ESPN Plus you get it, but maybe I don't.
It said ESPN Unlimited.
Unlimited. And I thought that's what ESPN Plus came. So I don't have that.
Mm-hmm. Don't even get me started on the ESPN BS.
I thought I had ESPN Plus, but I do have ESPN Plus. So,
but it's so unclear with the ESPN what you get.
Yeah,
and just never mind.
Well, I may not. I guess I'm going to have to watch it on ESPN because I either have it in Spanish or Plus, and I don't have unlimited. I just have ESPN Plus. So,
well, I think it's the ASL broadcast is only available on unlimited.
Unlimited, yeah, but because it's on ESPN, it's not on ESPN Plus. So I got to go to ESPN. So our feed should be relatively close, right?
I'm watching ESPN on YouTube TV, so that's what I got.
I actually have cable, so I'm sorry, I'm old school. I'm not getting rid of cable.
We just when we moved in here, it was literally not an option for us here.
Yeah. Oh, where you live now?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I keep hitting the. See, Chris, you were wrong. I'm already hitting the wrong buttons. I can't get the thing to come up. There we go.
Are y'all hearing the background noise in my mic, or is that just my monitor?
No, you're probably hearing it. It's probably
okay.
What background noise are you hearing?
Like my dog's ears flapping and they're shaking.
It might be
growling a little bit. If anybody's hearing it, I don't remember hearing it last time I was on. I don't know if I messed up a setting or something.
TV doesn't work tonight. Oh my goodness. Well, who knows? Maybe I'm not going to be able to watch the game.
Well, worst case scenario, I can
no, I got it. I finally got it.
Screen share it on Discord or something.
No, I wouldn't do that because that just that takes a chance at you getting your Discord taken away.
No, I mean you and I could watch privately on a Discord channel screen share. to
Yeah.
like watch. Basically, instead of you watching a cable stream and me watching a cable stream, we'd just be watching the same Discord
Nope,
stream.
I'm good. I got it up.
Okay.
And sorry, I'm eating. I was out at the lake today, and I didn't get a chance to eat, and was sweating pretty good. So
I think you're allowed to eat. I mean, I think that's kind of a basic human necessity.
Well, I try not to. I mean, some people think of it as rude, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, I've seen that. Quick said it's he's retiring. I was hoping. So, I mean, I don't know who a veteran would be, but I just think that you need a veteran presence for Hoffer. And I could be wrong. And Hoffer has definitely grown, but he still makes sophomore mistakes. And, you know, you kind of need that stuff to go away. If he's going to be the guy to take you to the next level, right? That's got to happen. And
I guess the question that I would have, and I don't think anybody but coaching would be able to really say this, is like, where's his head at when he makes those mistakes? Is he at a space where he can deal with that internally, or does he need somebody from the outside to keep him on the straight and narrow?
when he makes the mistakes, I think mentally in that moment he can deal with it. But for me, I see him continually making the same mistakes, right? And I think that while you have your goalie coach, sometimes having Bennington there, Bennington can say during practice, hey, you know, he can see what Bennington does, especially the way Bennington holds on to the puck. We saw a couple games ago, there were two guys around Bennington, two you know, players of the opposite side around Bennington, and he was still able to hold that puck and waited until a guy got open to fire that puck away. He didn't get anxious. He didn't panic. Panic with the puck. And that was important, that he didn't panic and go from there. So that's the thing, that when you see Holfer, it feels like Holfer still panics when he's back there and he makes a mistake back there.
Oh yeah, I think I said it last time. Like his vibes make me panic. That's what.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
so the starters, you talk about a starting lineup. Wow. Tonight's starting lineup is Sundqvist with Torpachenko and Walker, Tucker and Kessel on the back end, and Bennington in net. The Penn starters are Hayes and Akari with McGrody. There's two former Blues, Hayes and Akari. The Beverage, St. Ivany, and Skinner in net. Those are your starters. I do not know. Here we go. Here's the lineup. Thomas with Snuggerud and Holloway. Suter with Kairu and Bushnevich. Dvorsky with Drouin and Neighbors. Sundqvist with Walkers and Torpachenko. Boberg and Mayu. Fowler and Pareko. Tucker and Kessel. So they sat Lindstein tonight. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I mean, he's getting.
Well, weren't they reassigned to the AHL?
No, I don't think so. Was he?
Yeah, Lindstein and Stenberg were reassigned to the AHL.
Oh, okay. So they put that so they can play in the playoffs, right? I didn't see that.
Hey, I brought like real information to the show.
Yeah, you did. I was on the lake. I wasn't paying attention. My arms hurt. My arms absolutely hurt. Let's see here.
From fishing?
Well, no, from
rowing.
Kayaking. Right?
Oh, kayaking.
Yeah, kayaking, yeah. Oh, here it is. So that was 11 hours ago. You are right.
I am a lot.
Game is assigned
annoying,
and Lindstein and Otto Steinberg to the AHL Philibits. Yeah, so that's to get them time in the playoffs. Give them a little bit more experience. That's a good move. I think that's a good move. I think it's a very good move. They're doing something with Ovechkin right now. I don't see the game. I don't know if it's on a delay or what's going on. Anybody else has the game started? Uh, well, I mean, it's saying that it should be on, so I don't know why they haven't started it yet. So they're doing this
Because
thing.
it's a national broadcast and they do what they want.
Yeah, that's true.
That was like the most outrageous thing to me when I started.
The team is getting younger, been successful, no reason for a veteran presence. We had veterans in Falk and Shin and played better after they left. Well, hold on. The veteran presence I'm talking about is behind the net, right?
I mean, I think the point, it's different position groups. So I don't know that it's.
And I talked about when Shin and Falk left that those were two. First of all, you traded two. Well, Falk was a defensive defenseman, and Steen was a two-way guy. So you traded some of that defensive mentality, and the team got offensive. And that's what we needed to see. And that's the thing that I keep looking at is the move was right. And now I think Montgomery is going to be able to really hone in his style of play. And I think that's going to be really big. It's probably Obi's last regular season game, so they're doing a tribute. I don't think he's going to retire. I really don't. I mean, he hasn't said he's going to retire. But he's also said that when he does retire, he doesn't want a farewell tour. All right, so yeah, that's fine. Just get me my hockey. I want hockey. We want hockey.
That was so when I started watching hockey, that was something that was like crazy to me, that when it's on the national broadcast, I'd like tune in and I'm like, okay, well, it said puck drop is whatever. And then it's just like, oh, they just wait until the first game's done?
Sometimes. Right?
And that's
Now, it all depends on how late it goes. Sometimes they'll put it on another channel. Like ESPN might put it on ESPN News to start with. But the big one is TNT. TNT, if a game goes long, will put it on one of their other channels, TBS, Live TV, whatever it is.
But they, a lot of time, they just wait.
Sometimes they do.
Just
Sometimes
delay
they do.
it. A lot.
They only wait a certain, like, a lot of times, so a 7:30 game sometimes means a 7:45 puck drop on a national thing. So it looks like they're up there like 6 minutes before the game starts. So I'm just looking forward to having fun and talking to
coming from football, that does not happen at all. Period. Like, it starts when it starts. It doesn't matter when the earlier game was on.
I thought I've seen games go into OT and the other game get held up.
No, the game doesn't get held up. The broadcast doesn't switch.
Yeah.
And that's because, and actually I can tell you exactly why the broadcast does not switch off. And that is New York Jets lore, because of the Heidi Bowl.
The Heidi game. I was going to bring that up. Heidi game. And you're not old enough to remember the Heidi game.
My dad, I think, was a child listening to it on the radio.
Yeah, I was the kid. I remember the Heidi game.
Yeah,
right?
no, I was not even I was not even an idea yet.
They were losing the game. The NBC figured the game was over, so they went and played Heidi, and the Jets came back and won the game, and nobody saw it.
Well, and because so they had been promoting Heidi to be on and in prime time, and the game was not looking like it was going to be over. And then people were calling in to the switchboard to say, well, is Heidi still going to be going on at this time? Is Heidi still going to be going on this time? And people are calling in saying, well, is the game going to be going on? Is the game still going to be going on? And it jammed up all the call-ins, so they couldn't even communicate within the network to say, keep the game on or not. And yeah, they went to Heidi as was programmed, and
Yep.
now that is why games are shown in completion.
Yep. That is a true statement. Oh, Litovich is making his NHL debut. That's why I couldn't say his name.
I think Levanovich. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
RT. I actually think I'm looking forward. This is one of those off seasons. Like, I know I'm going to go get the draft magazine when it comes out, because it's going to be so important to know, to really understand the draft guys and what the Blues might go after. And I still think, I had Wendy on yesterday and we talked about it a little bit, about the possibility of, he's like, oh, I don't want Kyrou. I don't want Kyrou. I'm telling you, they want Kyrou. They need veteran presence on that team. They need a 30-goal guy on that team. I'm not saying, now if I'm Kyrou, be honest, that's the one trade that made sense to me. And I'm not saying trade Kyrou. I'm not. Don't take it that way. I'm just saying, for Kyrou, if there was a trade within the division, you could go to Chicago, the rival of the team that gets rid of you, that the fan base that has taunted you and told you how bad you were, right? And then not only all of these guys that were like, we want to lose, we want McKenna, we want tank for McKenna. McKenna's the same player Kyrou is. The Shockey sent me a scouting report, and it talks about him taking shifts off defensively, giving the puck up, doing the exact same thing that you guys complain Kyrou does. Right?
I think that's so funny when when you read like draft profiles, and it's like player comparison, and it's like people are, oh well, this, and then the player comparison is the player they want to replace.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. So that's I'm all in Stenberg, because what he did in the World Juniors, what he's done, over with the other team he's on. He seems like to me, it feels like he's more NHL ready than anybody else. And the fact that McKenna's playing college hockey, McKenna can easily just go back to school. Right. But I'm concerned. And I mean, I haven't seen it, but I feel like it's underneath that he might be one of those guys with an attitude, right? One of those guys with a chip on his shoulder. And Neil Yakupov, that comes in, this number 1 overall pick, but he came in, he had a chip on his shoulder, and he ended up being a bust, right? Sometimes that guy just got that, Shane Wright, number one, and it went nowhere, right? He's sitting on Seattle 3 years out and 4 years out, and still nowhere close to his promise. He's still not even playing up to the level of a number 4 overall pick. So, Stephen Glass, I've not seen you in a while. Even if the Blues had number 1 overall pick, I don't think they would draft McKenna. I don't think they would either. I think they would have gone with Stenberg. I really do. I think what they've seen, because they get to scout Stenberg a little bit more than everybody else does, because it's his brother, right? And I do hope that this is not Bennington's last game in that. Let's see, and basically you're going to know it by how he acts, right? He had a bad season. He really did have a bad season, right? 328. I can't see a save percentage because I have the captions on.
875.
8. Yeah. So not a good season. Hopefully, things can get better for him. Right? Hopefully things can get better for him. And then they're going to tout. Well, and in this broadcast, I guarantee you they're going to tout the Penguins. This is this kid that's starting tonight. I guess he was a Sidney
Yeah.
Crosby fan. That's cute.
Yeah, there were some headlines of like, oh, from sign to teammate.
Yeah. Well, the fourth line started, and they're giving Pittsburgh a little bit of the whatnot. By the way, I'm at 1939 and counting.
Pretty close.
Right. Is our podcast out?
I was like, I'm kind of on a roll of editing it. My goal, it should be out tomorrow.
Okay.
I was trying to get it like done before I came on. I had like we had a plumbing issue. We had it's been a few days.
Is it coming out good?
Yeah, no, it's great. You're easy to edit.
Question: you work on a farm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go horseback riding when I'm there?
At my farm you can. Probably not at the farm that I work at, but at my farm, yeah, probably can.
Okay. I haven't done it for a while, and that might be something fun to do.
Yeah, we're close to parks, so my mom's got gypsy horses who are like steady Eddie, like yes. The answer is yes.
Charge me an arm and a leg, are you?
Huh?
You're not going to charge me an arm and a leg, are you?
I'm gonna charge you.
Well, I mean, some people that's a good business, right?
No, not good business. You don't get into horses for money. It's
Well, I mean, up here they do horseback rides, and I mean, in a couple of different places, and that's $75-$80 for an hour and a half or more.
for sure. But just, I mean, the liability insurance alone is like,
Oh, I bet. I love they always make you sign a waiver, but 9 times out of 10 that waiver means nothing because
well, most state laws, like there's equine activities. There's like, we have signs posted in barns, and in every state I've been in, like there's the inherent risk of death by engaging in equine activities.
Yeah.
So like most laws, just by like going onto a farm, you're accepting the risk of death.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Snooki just went in. That was close. That was close.
That was close. A lot of yellow on this ice tonight.
As far as
The Penguins and the Blues,
Oh.
there's just a lot of yellow.
oh yeah, but we're gold. They're yellow. We're gold. Made her smile. Oh, I thought that went in. That was a heck of a shot.
That was so close.
Yeah. I thought that went in. I got a little more sun than I wanted. Now my legs itch. See
Ooh.
the sun I got. That's awesome. Hmm. Neighbors had an off season. Neighbors should be a 60-point guy. Hopefully next year he will be. It's a team that just needs to understand to open up offensively, that if you open up offensively, you help the defense. And I think that too many guys don't understand that. Oh, how did Torpo miss that? Oh, that was beautiful. And Torpo should have had that one. Has Pittsburgh even had a shot yet? I don't think they have.
I don't know, because the
Yeah, they don't show
national
the
score bugs suck.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. I don't like national games when it comes to that. No, Pittsburgh does not have a shot. But the Blues don't either. That's why they're not showing any shots.
No, there's no way that
It's to be a shot, to be counted as a shot. It would have had to have, if the goalie wasn't there, it would have been a goal. That is what's considered a shot. So
you don't think that first Snuggerud one wasn't a shot?
No, that was a miss. It went wide. It was a miss. It was a miss. It'll count as a miss. Blues have 3 attempts. And Snuggerud's got one that missed. Torpachenko's got the one that missed. And Bushnavy's got one that missed. It's the other thing that I'm seeing. The Blues have been so much better on the forecheck than they were when they were playing defensive hockey. They're not giving up on the puck in the zone until it's going the other way.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Blues do have a shot now. Who got the shot? Holloway did. Gotta keep on that puck. Gotta keep on that puck on both sides. Uh-oh. When the Hayes experiment would have worked had the trade not gone down the way it went. I think Hayes would have done much better here. But because of the way that trade went down, and this one has the earmarks of the Parayko deal. So at that time, there was a trade in place to trade Hayes to the Blues and another defensive guy along with Torrey Krug. And Krug ended up not waiving his no trade. And part of the reason he didn't waive his no trade is he found out about it through the press, right? Through Twitter. He found out about the trade and he was upset. And again, this is one of those situations where the press screwed that up. They should not have released that stuff, right? That oh, wow, that should have been that. We got lucky there. I don't think that either one of our numbers will get called. It'd be nice, but I don't see it happening. I'll tell you what I would like to see, at least one number get called, and that puts Chicago down into the third or the fourth spot. Third spot. I don't have a problem with Vancouver getting the top pick. I don't. Well, and see, that's the other thing that gets me, right? People complained about the tanking. Absolutely complained about the tanking. And this is why the lottery system went in, because of the tanking. Now, when that team doesn't get the first overall pick, the lottery system moves somebody up. Oh my goodness, it's rigged. Right? You can't have it both ways. Right? And there's a lot of people out there, a lot of people who think it's rigged. And is there a chance that it could be rigged? Yes, there's a chance it could be rigged. I just find it very hard to believe.
And the NFL is scripted, so.
Yeah, well, there's just too many people. There's too many people that have to be involved to make that, especially for as long as it's gone on, for that to be possible. Now, could there have been individual years where the NHL may have put their thumb on the scale? Yes. But overall, to say that the draft is rigged, no, I don't see that. And, a lot of people bring up the Crosby one, right? Kyrou will get blamed for that turnover, but he was passed to with the defender right in front of him on the blue line. And that happens all the time, and I get it, Chris. I was talking to Kelsey and wasn't paying attention enough as I should have.
Sorry.
I put freaking sunscreen on and I still got burned. me and my freaking cut myself, scratching myself. Me and my Italian Irish skin.
I'm like Irish and Eastern European. So I have like a permanent farmer's tan.
Yeah.
And even just like today we had a little bit of sun.
Last year when I was down, I basically wore the same shorts I'm wearing today, and I sprayed my legs before I went out on the boat. But I came back and my legs were just red. Like I had to put aloe. I had to go buy aloe and soak them because they were that bad. I had a real hard time getting to sleep that night.
My legs are that's like a regular occurrence in my life. Not proud of it. I do wear sunscreen. I went to Mexico when I was a teenager and I forgot to pack sunscreen. Not proud of that fact. But we went and laid out on the beach. My legs were so white because I didn't wear shorts or anything. My legs were so white, I swear it reflected the sun because I was sunburned everywhere set my legs and like third degree burns on like my arms and chest, and my legs were like fine. And I swear it's because they're so white they reflected the sun. I wear a hat every day at work, so like I very much have like notice
Well, that's
my
the thing.
forehead is
Ah,
way white.
that
Ah!
didn't go good. Wow, that was a setup play right off the face-off. I don't even know if Bennington saw it. He didn't. Yeah, he's not happy about that. Oh, but well, I don't know. He got a piece of it. No, he's not happy with that one at all.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for it.
Hmm?
I wasn't ready for it. Goodness.
Well, time to answer. I mean, that's what happened against Minnesota. You got behind it and you made some answers, right? The Minnesota game, the Montgomery saved that game. Montgomery absolutely saved that game. That it was only 6 seconds.
Calling out that 6-second power play was such a like way to reclaim the momentum when they'd taken the wind out of their sails by calling back the goal.
But it wasn't just that. What it did is it changed who Pittsburgh had to have on the, or not Pittsburgh, Minnesota had to have on the ice, right? They couldn't have their standard. They had to go back to a defensive setup, to a penalty kill setup. And that really did affect. They didn't get their change. And in fact, they were changing as the Blues ended up scoring because of that, right? So there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just one thing. It's that 6 seconds really did change the momentum of that game, and then you get another goal right after the one that the momentum changed. Oh yeah,
And then they got another one and another one.
well, that's what I mean.
You know,
They get the 2 goals within like 20 seconds of each other.
it was wild. Wild against the wild.
Makes up for that a little bit for that 5-0 season opening loss. Really neat that they're doing this game in ASL.
I wish I could see it.
Yeah. But that, I think unlimited's like $30 a month or something like that. And I'm already paying 20 for Plus. You know, I'm not throwing any more money to ESPN and AB and Disney. Disney got enough of my money when my kids were younger.
The Disney Hulu ESPN thing is just.
You know what gets me? What gets me with some of that is with any of them right now. You make me pay to watch them, and then you make me watch the same commercials that I would have had regular. Right? If I'm paying, I shouldn't be seeing the commercials. You know, that's the stuff that kind of caps my tootie there. Honestly, if the Blues lose tonight or lose it, I don't care because it helps us. I mean, wins are nice. You're going to be 500 no matter what. That's, I'm always wanting to be better than 500 or, 500 or better. You're going to be there, especially when at one point you were like 8 games under 500. So this is a blessing there. And then, the draft pick, our last time we picked at number 10, we got Dvorsky. We did really well. There was a couple other guys I would have liked to have gotten, but Dvorsky so far has done well.
Yeah, there's not much to lose if they lose.
Yeah.
There's nothing,
Oh, my arms are like jelly.
Hmm? Broken stick. Oh.
Perico needed to do a little bit harder than that. That's one thing I like about this time of the year when you start getting the newer guys in, right? That the younger guys come up, the college age guy, the guys that played in college and that college year is done. You start getting those. That's what I like. And while we're in a commercial. Oh, man, what am I doing? Here you go, Kels. That was, I think
Oh, that looks lovely.
that's right after I started. So you can kind of see. My biggest concern was I didn't want to flip it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All my stuff. I didn't want to lose any of my stuff. So
Right.
it's kind
Do
of
you kayak a
figuring that
lot?
out. Say again?
Do you kayak a lot?
No, I don't. I haven't kayaked
Okay.
in years.
Oh, okay. No wonder your arms are jello.
Yeah. But I want to do it more. I wish you could have rented a pedal kayak. I would have loved that. Yeah, you see how exhausted I am just from right. And the other thing was trying to find a spot where. So with the kayak, you can't really like go to a spot and stay there and fish because the current's moving you. You're getting taken that way. So it's kind of hard to find exactly. And then the thing is in a kayak, you're casting that actually affects where you're sitting. What the kayak, you can actually make the kayak move because of that. So they're looking at actually, LA could end up getting Edmonton again, depending on what happens. Right? That would just be crazy. I mean, they've played each other in the last three playoffs, and the Knights have lost all, or the Kings have lost all three of them. Oh, neighbors got a little goal scoreritis there. Oh, that better be a trip. Yeah, absolute trip. They better call that on. Yeah, neighbors absolutely got tripped. Soderblom just pulled him down. Chris is telling me what to do. If to put, I need to get the floaty things and the bungees that they have weren't strong enough to hold my gear. So I'm going to probably get some more bungees. But thank you, Chris. I appreciate you, bud. Chris is a good friend. Good friend. Oh, that was a little ill-conceived there, Robert. Kind of reminds me of what Brett Hall said on his he was talking with Chris Pronger and Tony Twist on the Ice Guardians podcast, and he was talking about, shooting in the block guys. Oh, you didn't see that guy standing there, Brett says, if it was in today's game, I'd be shooting it as hard as I could, because sooner or later they're going to move. With Parayko needs to do that more, because sooner or later they're going to get out of the way. Now he's such a nice guy that he doesn't get out of the way like he should. Oh, Broberg should have fired that again. Broberg should have fired that again.
Come on.
Get the puck out of there. That just wasted time of the power play. Glove save. Come on, where's everybody today? I guess too late of a game for them.
Late game and low stakes.
And what?
And late game and low stakes. I mean, being eliminated and
Yeah, no stakes whatsoever. And then a national broadcast, that's kind of got something to do with it.
No more FanDuel.
Yep. I have a feeling they may sell that. I don't think they're going to completely shut it down. They're still trying to find a buyer. I mean,
right.
It's really hard to have a network based on gambling, sports gambling. It just, and all of their shows, we're promoting sports gambling, and not every state allows sports gambling, so that does affect.
Well, are they? They're not shutting down all of FanDuel, are they? Or is it just?
Yeah.
I thought they are. Oh, I thought it was just the Blues contract.
Nope. All of them. There's all of them are getting shut down. Uh-oh. Oh, that was bad. Ooh, I need to get a blue button. That was getting a little revenge on the Blues. Yeah. Oh, wrong Hayes. Okay, never mind. I don't think that was Kevin Hayes. Was it?
Avery Hayes.
Yeah. We are 17 minutes into this period, and there's been 9 shots total.
I was just about to say less than 10 shots between the two teams.
It's like they're feeling each other out, and the Penguins have landed a couple of heavy blows. Ouch. Bennington's going to get pulled. Wow. Hey, this is not starting on time. This is them guys just not caring. I have a feeling Bennington's going to get pulled. And actually, it wasn't on him. That was on a defensive turnover. Yeah, you don't clear the puck. That's what that was. Yeah. That's not clearing the puck. Yeah, I was outside. So I thought they might have been. Thanks for joining me today, Kelsey. I appreciate that.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me back.
You're reaching the level of anytime she wants, anytime they want. You're getting really close to that. Right. You're getting really close to that. We enjoyed that. I'm really glad Justin found you. Right?
Yeah.
And you found Justin. I'm really glad.
Yeah. Everything happens for a reason, eh?
Yep. And I actually like the fact that you're a new hockey fan more than anything else. Because when I talk about things, like you said, what's the President's Trophy curse? I got to remember that there's things that just roll off my tongue that a lot of people may not know about. And you bring me back. You bring me back to that. It's just like, when I was in the service, you get 3 or 4 of us together and, it's like we're talking a foreign language, right?
Mhm.
My wife used to say it was F-bombs and acronyms. Right?
I mean, I think that that can happen in any industry too, or like in working in horses and working on the farm, like there's no manual, so it's very much like who you've been talking to, what your philosophy is really based on, like how you've come up through things, and there's no manual to check for overlap. And just because I see new things all the time. I've been doing this so many years, and then still I was like, oh, I've never seen that before.
I know a couple of farriers.
Yeah, you mentioned about that.
Yeah, I know Jessica Ball, who that's got me back. She's the one that got me back into fishing. I got to go to Wyoming for a fly fishing seminar, our fly fishing workshop through her. She helped with that. And then one of the guys that was there was a farrier. He lives in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I can't remember his name, and I know I should know it. I got to send you his TikTok because, he had, I guess, his biggest one. He had like 5 million views. He got kicked in the nether region by a horse, but he rescues Mustangs.
Oh yeah, that's being a farrier or a blacksmith is a hard job.
Well, I'm a big fan of, and I haven't watched it a lot lately, and I don't know. So I honestly don't know if they're still showing it, but Forged in Fire. I love that.
I haven't watched that.
Do you know what that show is?
No, I mean I could take an educated guess, but
it was a knife making show, and a lot of the better bladesmiths were farriers.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
It was one of the competition shows.
Yeah.
But I absolutely loved it. There was one guy that was from St. Louis. He had like a blues shirt or a blues hat on, or
Mm-hmm.
blues, something like that on the show. There's Snoogie. Oh, just missed the backdoor feed. Oh, he just missed the tap in. So the Blues have 3 guys that. Oh, there we go. Number 2. He's gonna get mugged. 20 goals for the rookie. He's gonna get votes. He's gonna get more votes than I think people think he is. He's quietly. If the team would have had a little bit better start, he'd be up in the top. He'd be up in the top 3. but he's going to get, oh, nice goal. Nice. I mean, he's like staying with the play. Watch him. He stays with the play, stays with the play, stays with the play. That's what that was. He stayed with that play. He never takes off back in a defensive stance. And that's what they were doing
Very
beginning of the year. Huh?
Very patient.
Yeah, beginning of the year, they were taking back in a defensive stance. The whole team was. He didn't. He stayed there, and he got paid off. That's number 20. That means there's 2 more guys that have this game and the next game that could get to 20 for the Blues. Right? I'm dead certain of that. I think each one of them has 18.
Oh, do we think? I wonder, is Snuggy's dad here tonight?
I think he is. I think he's still there.
Okay.
But again, they won't show him because it's not a local broadcast. I'm guessing if his dad was there last night, he's going to be here tonight. Right?
94 points by rookies, 4th most in the NHL this season.
Oh, wow. Nice. Bushnevich has 18 and Kyrou has 18. Nobody else is even close. The next one is Neighbors with 15. Neighbors should be a 25, 30 goal guy. And this season just really, he got made to be too much of a blue collar guy. They like Jamal Mayers once said, they coached the skill out of him. Oh, that's the end of the first. That guy made a tomahawk trophy for a fishing tournament I did for veterans. Oh, that's cool. So he's talking about the guy from Forged in Fire that wore the Blues. I can't remember if he wore a hat or on the show itself, like in the competition, that they're limited to what they can wear. But when they go back home, you know, they can wear stuff. So I think when he was back home at his home forge, he wore, I think he had a blue shirt on at one time, and I think he had a Blues hat. So I remember that. Right. But
that's pretty cool.
There we go. So let's go. We can go back to this now. Right. And this lake, it's very serpentine, right? Very serpentine, and you're really limited. And then one of the biggest issue is this area is a lower income area. It's near an army base. So a lot of homeless and a lot of trash along the way. You don't see it in this video, but in other videos you'll see it. Right. But
do you have like Meta glasses, or how do you?
No.
GoPro, or
I have this guy. Take it off of this guy.
I don't know what that means. Well, you're in the little box in the corner right now because I'm watching your. Oh, okay. So it's just like a clip-on. Is it just a camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of the new sports cameras that came out. I got it for my birthday.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and I unplugged it, and that's what it's not downloaded. So we lost our video there for a second. Hopefully it'll come back. I'll have to share it again. Pull it out and then try it back again. See if it'll work now. It may not play. I may have to reload it. I think that was 70. I mean, we're just tonight, because today's game and the next game are dead games. We're just here enjoying ourselves, and that's all it is, right?
Just vibing.
This might be the one where I screwed up and lost my lure. I was mad at that one because I lost a 30-year-old lure.
A 30-year-old lure?
Yeah.
It's almost as old as I am.
I have this lure was called a chatterbait, and it might have already done. I think Adam crashed the practice. I went to throw it, and when you're in a kayak, you got to be careful to get caught the water, and it just ripped it right off. And this helps me. The other reason I'm playing this right now is it's helping me see how the camera, if the camera sits, because I want to do more fishing videos. I want to
Okay.
try and have a fishing channel also. Justin says, and I'll move this. I will have a ton of thoughts on the Blues after tonight. Well, we can't wait to hear them, Justin. I don't think I'll do a show tomorrow, but we'll do the show Thursday, and then we'll work on doing some postseason shows or shows after season. I want to do one or two of the Buffalo Sabres games. I think that's a hell of a story. That's a really fun story for me, being that I followed hockey for so long. For them to finally, be back. And not only that, they're back with one of our guys, right? With our first round draft pick, right? Do you like watching the kayak video or no?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's very soothing.
There we go. So we'll keep it on then.
It's like meditative. Like, I feel like this is what, although
your angry goat jersey, yeah, the Sabres jersey that looked like that. And that's the thing, just trying to figure out how to paddle, and you just can't keep it moving. So I guess I hit the kayak body and hear me hanging it. But
I like how the audio
say again.
instincts. I like how the audio instincts kick in. You're like, oh man, I hit the kayak.
Yeah. I turned the volume down a little bit.
No, you're fine. It's just the podcast instincts.
Yeah. You get used to it, but we're just having fun. There's not a lot to talk about right now. We're down 3-1. Snooki gets his 20th, which is great. I would love to see him get one or two more. He's got a chance. And he's going to get some votes. He's not going to win it, but he's going to get some votes. It's not nuclear power. No, it's not gas. Maybe we can talk about me possibly doing Dallas versus Minnesota series. If you can't, we can talk about it. We can figure something out, Justin. Right? I'm not as interested in that series, and it just, again, I want to take some time. I got to try and get back to work and doing. Here it is. This is where it happens.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. It's going to happen soon because I think I got like 2 or 3 casts with it. Chris, now you can critique me, buddy. Probably tell me I was casting in the wrong spot. But the video came out pretty good though, right?
Yeah.
This is where yeah, we'll work on it. Let me know. We'll talk about it, Justin. At least it was in the water. I think this is where I kind of ran into because so you're coasting, so I coasted like right up to the trees there.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to back up. It's actually, I think.
You're literally in the weeds.
Yeah, in the weeds. But the next time that I cast that is when I lose it.
Uh-oh.
So it's kind of karma, because Chris, I was fishing with the same type of lure with Chris, and I threw it and it hit a rock. It hit like a concrete rock or concrete back. Here it is. This is it.
Oh, motherfucker. No, I didn't last long. Rip that fucker right off.
I wasn't expecting the commentary.
Pretty good, huh?
I'm glad we stuck with that.
And Chris goes, ain't the first time we've been in the trees. When I was with Chris the last time, I had this lure that I just bought and just learned how to use called the Whopper Plopper. And I had one when fishing with him, it got hung up in a tree and the lake was low. So you couldn't get it, got hung up on a log that was sitting right on the edge and you couldn't get to it. So I stripped down in my skivvies underwear, got out of the boat, and I'm thinking the water's going to be cold. And it was actually kind of warm, and walked up to it and took it off the log.
There you go.
Right?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, that was, see, I was hoping I got that on video. That's a good
That's good. Yeah.
I just got to set that up to where I, what do you call it? Beep it a little bit, but that was
Or
pretty
don't.
good.
I mean, just...
Nope. Kelsey's like, nope, no beeping.
Oh, that was funny. Oh, you're...
Yeah. So, come on, Chris. I want to hear your commentary on. I want to hear your comment on me losing that. Here we go. Play it again. This is like, I hear those words a lot in the back of the phone. Yes, I gotta say, Kelsey. I mean, look, I know we got the hockey show, but this is kind of just enjoyable, right, or fun.
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed myself today, even with the.
Oh, motherfucker.
You know what I need to do, Kelsey?
You need to clip that.
clip that. When there's a bad play,
Uh-huh.
play that audio.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that needs to be on your soundboard.
Oh, that would be so good. That would be so good.
Oh, goodness.
So right now, me and Chris are planning. You still got the the Adams story. So I got to read this. Chris has a son, and is he 9? I think he's 9, right? And his name's Adam. He's good kid. So a little story about him before I read this. Well, I stay at Chris's sometimes, right? Mm-hmm. And the last time I stayed there, they have a dog, Ted next week. Okay. They have a pit bull, right? Big mm-hmm. Pit bull, or American bull. I don't know if it's a pit bull or an American bull. But a big dog, Chloe. She's a little aggressive. She's not like bitey aggressive, but she's friendly aggressive, right? Like and she knows me, so when I'm there, no issue. But I was laying on the couch, I sleep on their couch when I'm there, and Chloe came up and just started licking my head, and she's a pit. Okay, I wasn't sure. Licking my head and things like that. And Adam, the 9-year-old, almost 10, goes to his room, gets a couple of things, comes back out, lays on the couch, and calls her over so she'll leave me alone. All right? I mean, that's the type of kid this is. So Adam tells Chris, he tells Chris that he does not to sell his hockey gear, that Adam wants to play for the Warriors. Well, Warrior hockey is for veterans, right? The disabled vets. So Chris tells Adam that you have to get hurt in the military. And Adam replied with, well, I'll stand in front of the bad guy and say, shoot me. And then he said, you have to get fat to fit into my stuff. Chris is small and stocky, right? Like I think Chris is 5'6", maybe 5'7" on a good day, and he looks like he looks like a Mack truck, just built guy, right? And then he goes, then I said you have to get fat, and so he said I'll eat 5 cheeseburgers for lunch. Right? I love this kid to death. Right? I love this kid to death. Right. So actually, for my trip, so right now I have my dates somewhat written in sand and paper and penciled in.
Penciled, yeah.
I'm leaving here on the 9th, get into St. Louis on the 10th. This time I'm not flying into Dallas. I'm going to fly, or Denver and drive. I'm going to fly directly into St. Louis because on the 11th and the 12th, I have a reunion, a high school reunion that I'm going to. And then on the 21st to the 25th, me and Chris are going down to Springfield to do some fishing. And he's got a buddy that's a professional that we've reached out to and talked to through my podcasting stuff that has right now, if he has an availability, he's going to take us on a free guided trip.
Nice.
Yeah. So
what month is that?
September.
Oh, sweet.
So I'm hoping to be there. I'm going to be there till September 13th or October 13th, which is the day after Columbus Day. I don't want to fly on a holiday because it's a little bit more expensive. So I can fly the next day, the Tuesday, and fly on Columbus Day. And the other thing is because I got to fly out of St. Louis, it's an earlier flight. It's usually like a 6-7 in the morning flight, right? Because I got to go to Denver and wait. But I'm actually hoping to get an afternoon flight out of Denver, like I've done before, like get a 2:00 flight, which gets here at like 7, right? Because of the time change. So it works. It works a little better for me. Nice. Cards came back and won in extras. Way to go. A little too late to tank. I don't think they're tanking. I just think that there's some emotion tonight, and that's
also
there's some emotion that we may not be knowing about because you can kind of tell it in the way they're playing. They're playing with a lack of urgency, but like something else is going on. That's what it feels like to me, right? And Chris,
also no Lindstein or Stenberg, right?
You say again?
No Lindstein or Stenberg tonight, right?
Yeah, Lindstein and Stenberg got sent down to the minors, which is not that happens a lot this time of year. Chris or Jason, did you see my video there? We may have to play it back a little bit for you. Here we go. I'm gonna play it again. Is that okay, Kelsey?
Yeah, I'm gonna be back in like 5 minutes. I might miss the beginning of I gotta take care of my dogs for a minute.
Okay, no problem. Then when you come back, I probably gotta use the restroom.
Okay.
I'm gonna play the video and go use the restroom while we're playing the video.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, motherfucker. No, I didn't last long. Ripped that fucker right off.
So did it already play yet? I'm not sure if it played yet or not. It might have. Did it play, Chris? Sure hear me banging that. Yeah, okay. There we go. Kelsey will be back here shortly. Game should be on in a few minutes. Bennington's not having the game that he wanted, that's for sure. Here we go. The puck drop is coming through. So, Chris, you can critique me later, bud. If they don't have a more exciting second, I might not do the third. And that's what I got today. It's called a Plecor plecodamus, and it's usually a aquarium fish. But because we're in the tropics, we get tropical fish. There's a lot of red devils in there, too. I just haven't gotten one to bite yet. They're 9 to 5. Oh, my goodness. I forgot I said the MFer on that. That actually worked out pretty good. Scary, I will agree with that. More ozone time. Dr. Detroit, that's who I thought Redbeard was. I don't know why I thought Redbeard was Dr. Detroit. For some reason I did. He was here earlier. But Kelsey's right. I do need to make that for next season. That's got to be a soundbite. I got to figure out how to make that a soundbite. I think Chris will agree with me on that one. That would be a good soundbite when the other team scores. Oh. I think this is it. Yep. Right there. There we go. Guys, having fun today. Thanks for watching, all 5 of you. And a big old thank you to Jason Nichols, Stephen Glass, Norm Keller. Oh, Norm! Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Brandon Wright. I haven't seen Brandon in a while. And Stephanie Broski. It's already my soundbite here. That was a good one, though, right? Right. I'm limited here. You can see in the lake. I mean, I got to find a video where I have the guy. I think I have the video of the guy that goes by me in a jet ski. But my camera I didn't have my camera have a full charge, so I didn't get all the video I would have liked. I get about 2.5 hours, and I plan on buying another camera and then having a battery with me so I can charge up one as the other one's working. Oh, come on, Kyrie, stay with. See, he does that stuff, and no one, he'll get blamed for that. He stayed with that puck completely, and but he didn't score. Nothing Kyrie can do right. Nothing. Oh, Vishnevich just missed there. He needs 2, and Kyrie needs 2. That'll give us 5 guys with 20. Soderblom with his second. 4-1. Guys shaking their heads. Oh, here we go.
Oh, motherfucker.
Here we go. That's the one I'm looking for. There we go. I see you, girl. I see you. Just give me a second. I just played it. That's my new soundbite. That's my new soundbite. 4-1 Pittsburgh. And somehow Kyrie is going to get blamed for that. And Kyrie was actually on the puck pretty strong there.
What just happened?
Say again?
What I missed? What happened?
Yeah, Solder Balloon sneaked by and got one in on Bennington. Drove the net, and nothing Bennington could do about it.
Ooh.
That's why the soundbite got played.
Gotcha.
Laying a pineapple tonight. Yeah, bud, they are. They are laying a pineapple tonight. I mean, 5 shots through 20, almost 24 minutes of play, 23 and a half minutes of play.
Laying a pineapple?
It's because I'm in Hawaii.
Oh.
If this game is still a dud, we may not do the third, Kelsey.
I'm
cool
like totally fine with that.
She's like, please let me off this. Please let me off this.
No,
I'm so
that's
tired
not
of
that. But
I'm
it's
so
just
tired of guy. I want to go, but I like you. I mean, I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to tell him I'm gone, but
no, it's fine. It's just, but yeah, I mean,
yeah, if it stays the dud, we're not going to do the third. I mean, they've got to come up and do something.
it's a late game. There's not, it's.
Say again.
It's also like, if it weren't such a late game.
I think that's the other part of it, the late start kind of. And I mean, I mean, it's not that they're playing bad, but they're not playing good either. I'm looking at it, and
they're not playing hungry anymore because there's.
Yeah. The Wild was a rivalry game, and they played that game as a rivalry game. And for the Wild, it meant nothing. It meant absolutely nothing. And I think
other than it was like a bunch of backup guys being like, I should be on this team.
Do you wipe with the cactus after laying a pineapple? Well, there we go.
Oh. Now they're gonna make it a game, and we're gonna have.
I have voice effects on my machine, and I hit one on. I think this is going to get looked at. Maybe. I don't think they can call it, but it. Nope. No, he's talking to the referee, so not going to happen. Oh, this is a good one. My goal scorer has a first name. It's OSTR. My goal scorer has a second name. It's I can't spell that shit.
SUNQVIST.
Yeah. Kelsey's a spelling champ.
Nobody said I spelled it right.
Better than I spelled it.
I was second place in my 3rd grade, 4th grade spelling.
I have I'm going to see if I still have this. I don't think I still have it. I used to have, when I first did my show back in 2019, 18, 19, I put up a picture of Sunquist.
I think I might have spelled it right, though, actually.
Yeah, I think you did. I put up a picture of Sunquist and what I thought he looked like. And if I still have that picture, I got to show it. Let me check something here real quick. Don't know if I still have that, unfortunately. It would be great if I still had that picture, but I don't think I do. I think I had a drive that went down on me, and I think that picture was on that drive. Go back. Be great if I did have it. On that one. No, I don't have it. I don't have it.
I wonder if they'll make the ASL broadcast available for replay, because I'm really curious.
They might. They might. That would be neat to hear, to see. I do not have that picture anymore. Do you remember? Have you seen the movie Dodgeball?
Yes.
Do you remember the girl with the big messed up teeth on the bad team?
Not offhand.
I put a picture of her and Sunquist up and said, brother, sister, same.
I was thinking of someone else. I was thinking of we're not to think about it. I have to think about it.
I'm going to see if I can find this. Well, it's part of it, but she had the hair that looked like Princess Leia.
Mm-hmm. Mm. What's that?
Here it is. I use the picture like this.
Oh,
Sonny and her next to each other. I wish I still had that.
Nanny McPhee.
Say again?
Chris Shockey says Nanny McPhee. It's a good one. Yeah. A good tooth comparison.
Which one? Nanny McPhee?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris said that one. Yeah, I use the Russian girl. Here we go. You got it, Kels?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that was if I could find that where I had the two next to each other, it was so good. So good, but I lost that hard drive, unfortunately. Well, the hard drive got knocked down and I couldn't get it recovered. I tried. When they told me it would be $1,300 and they couldn't guarantee they'd get anything off it, I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, 4-2. So, Kelsey, if it goes long and you need to go, that's fine. You know, if it gets a little late for you, that's fine. Yeah.
I'll let you know if I have to type. I've probably got max an hour left in me.
Okay, and that's fine. I might have less of an hour left. BSing with it. I mean, this game, I hate to say it, the game's boring as hell. Right? It is.
I mean, we had less than 10 shots in the first period.
You know, you got 12 shots at the half, almost a half, or 22 shots at the halfway mark. You know, that's for both teams. That just doesn't feel.
It's underwhelming.
Yeah, it is underwhelming. And Pittsburgh has new guys that are trying to get on the playoff roster, and that's why they're playing like they are. And the Blues have guys hoping that their tea time set up next week. Oh. At least I got a new soundbite for next year. Didn't even realize I said that. I honestly didn't realize I said that.
That was so good.
So you put the camera on and you kind of forget it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not. That's why, I should be narrating what's going on, but I'm not because I don't realize the camera's there as much. There's Bushnevich. Oh, when he loses it. See, that's one where I would have loved to have seen Bushnevich fired around the boards.
Mm.
You know, instead of just because he had four guys around him, fired around the
Oh.
Was that true? Mayu.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Damn it, Janet. Oh, wow. That was a nice shot. That's what we've been waiting for Mayu to do that almost all year. That was a goal scorer shot. Wow. That was top shelf. Right? That was top shelf. That was that top corner.
It's first in 20 games.
Right? That's Mayu's 4th of the season. Neighbors gets his 20th assist. Right? That's 46 points for Neighbors, 47 points for Neighbors. Or no, a little less than that. 30 something. 35 points for Neighbors. So for me, all I want to see right now is what the Blues are going to build on for next season.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Oh, now, go, punch, go, get it. Smell my glove. Here, smell my glove.
Oh,
Hey, that's a nice hug. What are you doing later? The commentary from the peanut gallery.
Rip that fucker right off.
Too late.
No, it didn't last long.
Here.
Oh, motherfucker.
Now I know where it is. What penalties? Got a lot of penalties coming, I'm guessing. Finley, 2 minutes. Oh, Finley's not even playing, is he? I thought Finley was out tonight. We'll wait to see what the penalties are. So the Blues are making a game out of this. It's 4-3. Walker gets 2 minutes for roughing. So
they don't
Blues,
want me to go to bed.
Say again?
They don't want me to go to bed. Although if they at least make it exciting, then it's,
Say again?
At least if they make it exciting, then it's worth it.
I could see that being the only penalty. I didn't see anything where no one dropped gloves and squared up or did anything like that. They hugged and asked each other out for dinner later.
Hey, can you recommend a good steakhouse nearby?
I could see that being the only penalty. This is Sonny's last home game. I'll tell you that. There's no way he's coming back. None. Absolutely none. There's no way Sonny comes back. Right? That you can spend that money elsewhere in a heartbeat. Right? And because you don't need him. I mean, I get it. He helped you win a cup, but you just don't need him. Right? $1.5 million you can spend elsewhere. Right? So I just they were dancing, they weren't fighting. They were dancing. They were saying, "Smell my glove." Yeah, I'm going to have to pull that. I'm going to have to figure out how to pull that off. Because that'll be a good soundbite. Every time the other team scores. Pittsburgh had an announcer that used to say something about grandma, better put grandma to bed, the bingo game's getting ready to start or something. Grandma put the kids to bed, the bingo game's getting ready to start. I know he passed away a couple of years ago, so. But, yeah. He was in the movie Sudden Death. Because that movie was Chicago and Pittsburgh were supposed to be in the Stanley Cup Finals, and they had him in that movie's supposed to take place during Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. So,
I don't know that movie.
Huh?
I don't know that movie.
Yeah, look it up. Sudden Death. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's why I don't know that movie.
Oh, that movie came out in the mid-90s.
Yeah, no, I gathered by the when you said Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That movie came out like 94, 94, 95, somewhere right around there.
I mean, that doesn't. I mean,
Chicago.
I think my favorite movie, non-sports movie, is My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah, that was. It's the fact that the Blues are going to be shopping for a center, and it'll be too far on the depth chart. Well, it's not that. It's the money you can. Sonny's just not. You can get better fourth line energy from other guys, right? And Sonny, 5 goals doesn't help you. You need that fourth line guy to be a 10-goal guy, and again, this season nobody was a 10-goal guy. Very few guys were doing what they were supposed to do. Killed that penalty. Give him credit there. Trying to do a change. I mean, I give them credit for fighting back. I thought after it was 4-1, I thought they were just going to give it up.
It was looking like it.
And they fought back. Oh, that was close. Well, now they're trying to tie this thing up pretty heavily. 5:21 to go. Parayko's, he's 6'6", 6'7", and he's got that extra long stick. He just needs to know how to use it a little better. And the other thing is the guy's got 100-mile-an-hour slap shot if he wants it, and he just needs to take it. And, if guys getting everyone forgets that he almost killed Ben Bishop. And okay, it was the right move, right? I mean, you're a newer during the 2019 playoff. The Blues were playing Dallas in Game 6, and that was a game Blues had to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
And Parayko took a shot that caught Ben Bishop right here. Ben Bishop was 6'6", too, like big guy, big bit. That's where he got the big. And not only that, he's also from St. Louis, right? He was a St. Louis draft pick. He's from St. Louis. He got nailed, and he went down on the ground. They thought he broke his collarbone, and the ref didn't call it and didn't stop play. Puck comes back around. I think it was Steen or Schwartz, one of the two, fires it in the net, and the Blues end up taking an extra lead. But from that point on, Parayko has been like, when guys are in front of him, he, instead of shooting in the net, he'll shoot at the board for the rebound to come back out, right? Instead of just firing it down. Because, I think him watching Bishop go down like that really affected him.
Fair enough.
And he's a nice guy. He's just one of those. He's the guy that does that. He just doesn't know how. He doesn't have that. I can be an ass on the ice and a good guy off the ice. He's just a good guy, right? I mean, Pronger was the exact. Pronger knew how to be an ass on the ice and a good guy off the ice. He had a little bit of an asshole in him. Parayko just doesn't.
Oh, NFL draft coming up.
Oh, on the power play. Let's see if we can get one here. Monta in the box. Oh, they're getting him for roughing. Yeah, he putting the glove in the face. Yeah. Power play almost pays off.
Well, shit.
21 for Snoogie.
21 for 21.
Yeah.
It's like a champagne birthday.
I watched Pronger wield his stick like an axe. I was mentally prepared for him to remove that player's head. Has only fought once this year, and I don't remember him fighting before the tournament with Canada. Pronger was vicious. Yeah, he's not that guy. Oh, I mean, that Neighbors. Yeah, that goal was actually more on Jake Neighbors than it was on Snuggerud. Now that I see it, the shot where Neighbors pushes it over. Uh-oh. Are they going to look at something? They might be a challenge for goaltender interference. I don't think this is going to be goaltender interference. Nope, no challenge. Goal stands.
Well, now there's some energy in the building.
Well, so the way reviews work with the NHL, believe it or not, all goals are reviewed in Toronto for quote unquote good hockey goal, right? Toronto cannot overturn a goal, but Toronto can have the referees review it. But a lot of times, if Toronto calls something down, there's a good chance that it gets overturned. Not always. Power play goal for Snuggerud from Neighbors and Holloway at the 15:49 to make this a 4-4 game. Thought we might have to use the soundbite there, Kelsey.
But we didn't.
So on the St. Louis Blues Twitter, they're showing a little bit of the ASL game with that goal right there. And again, This is for Neighbors, so Neighbors getting the assist there. That's why they're showing it. That's his second assist, by the way. So it's on Twitter or X. I just still call it Twitter.
Well, because you're a normal person.
Are you sure about that, Kelsey?
Well, no, but
really sure about that?
But considering the source that it's coming from, Me calling you a normal person, that's also
Um, I hope so. I hope so. Oh no, but he's first of all he angled his skate, and second of all he hit it with the stick. So there's no way that would have ever been. That was a good hockey goal all the way around. There was no kicking motion there. None. I couldn't see anything that you would have thought was a kicking motion.
well, I think that's probably why they didn't challenge it.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Oh man, that's a scrum. It's still open. I mean,
Is
now
it?
they're going to whistle it.
About as close to an actual scrum as I've seen.
Here you go, Kelsey. This coming up is for you.
Ooh.
Off the outside of the net by Holloway.
The second time that they've had that backdoor play that's just rolled out of reach.
Thomas in front, score! The quick release from Snuggerud. The top line strikes again for St. Louis, and they're on the board.
20 goals for the rookie Jimmy Snuggerud. What a threshold for him to cross in his second to last game. You can see the excitement of his teammates there. And here's the zone entry, just barely missing it. Dylan Holloway on the side of the net here. And then they go to work.
So I like what they're doing. They have one for each announcer, right? But I think that what you should have done is, I know last minute or this, but this had a female signer for the female voice.
See,
right?
I think I misunderstood what they were doing then because obviously in that, well, not obviously because I don't know ASL, but it seems like they're just being interpreters for the broadcast. But
the female is talking and the bald guy is signing. After the goal, the male starts talking and the guy next to him signs. And then again, it's behind. So then all of a sudden he stops. And then when the female was talking, the other guy's signing. So they're signing for each of the two.
right. Yeah. So they're interpreting for the broadcasters. But my interpretation of how they had advertised it is that it was an ASL broadcast, not that they were interpreting the broadcast in ASL.
Yeah, that I guess that you could do it both ways. I see what you're saying. I think it, but
Just based on how it was advertised, what I saw.
I would. That's what I thought they were going to do was because that's what most with sign language does. It's an interpretation of the written, of the spoken word.
Yeah.
Right. Have you ever? What was that movie? And I'll think of it here in a second. It might come to me.
Coda.
Mr. Holland's Opus. Richard Dreyfuss. He plays a music teacher.
I can't remember, but I'm sure I have.
In that movie, his son is deaf, right? And the mom learns sign language, and anytime that they're doing something where their son is around, there is somebody interpreting what it is, right? So, and I kind of think that, and when the mom's talking, she's always signing. So that's why I think that when you have ASL like this, it's usually not the ASL person themselves talking.
No, and I understand that.
But I get what you're saying too. I get what you're saying.
I'll have to find like the article that I read that made me think this, because
At the end of 2, it's tied at 4.
just wild.
Right? Well, I mean, if you don't want to stay for the third, you don't have to, Kels.
Oh no, you're okay. I'm good. I'm still good.
Well, I need to use the restroom real quick. You good for a moment?
I'll be here.
Yeah, you'll be here. Just if you see a comment, just answer. You don't have to put it on the board, just answer.
Okay.
But
Okay. Should put a timer on when Guy pees. I swear there was an article. I'll find it. Let's see if I can find it.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, just for you, Kelsey. I'm back.
Imagine if you didn't come back. I don't know what I would do.
Good period. The Blues end up getting 3 goals, and in that period, and take a game that was 4-1 and turn it into a 4-4 tie. Now that means in the second period, the Blues are, I want to say, minus 15 now. And if you remember, at one point in the season, they were minus 30 in the second. Right? So they have taken that second period, as bad as it has been, and turned it around. They were minus 14 going into this period, and they knocked 2 off of that, so they're now minus 12. Right? Because Pittsburgh got 1 in the second, right early in the second. So they're minus 12. That is huge. I mean, to go from minus 30 to minus 12, that's the change that has happened in the last 3 weeks or since the break, is that the second period, the offense has come along and you don't feel like teams are out of the game, right? It's happened where you looked at it and it felt like the Blues were out of the game. And then the numbers prove it. You know, you go and look at the power play. They're 27th overall, right? Only 37 power play goals, 17.5%. Penalty kill, 26th overall, 76%. At home, the Blues are 30th in the NHL at 15.5%. On the penalty kill, at home they're 20th at 77%. So they're not even 100%, 100 combined, right? And that's where you take the 2 percentages and combine them. You're not, and your goal is 100, and they're not even there. They're not even close. So is what it is for the Blues. But hey, but they also, at one point, the Blues were the best team, the most disciplined team in the league. Now they've fallen all the way to 10th. They've gotten a lot of penalties, and Justin brings us up a lot about the Blues and penalties and how they're called sometimes. And he's right. A team that was very disciplined, all of a sudden getting a lot of penalties doesn't make sense. But that's what happened. And now the Penguins and the Flyers, most in the East, I think most of that is set now. It could change. Some of it could change, but I think the majority of that's set. And I don't care about Anthony Mantha. I do like PK Subban. I did hope that before he retired, that maybe the Blues would look at signing him for 1 year to a little toughness, especially on the defensive side. Maybe Parayko to be, but he was a bit of a dirty player, and I think that is probably why he was not signed. She looks like she's ready to punch me.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I know. I'm reading. I'm trying to find where, like,
The article
that led me to believe that it was not just interpretation.
Yeah.
So on The Athletic,
Yeah.
there's this article, and I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but and talk about like finding the right people for the play-by-play and the color. So already to me, that's like going beyond just interpretation. If you're specifically having somebody for play-by-play and color, other than
I see this both ways, and because I don't know sign language, I don't know if that's what they're doing or not. But it felt like to me that they had one guy doing one side and another guy doing the other side, and it was an interpretation.
No, I'm looking at an article from The Athletic saying that
that's what they were going to do.
That they were training people for play-by-play and somebody for color commentary. So to me, that was the first thing that was like, well, then it's not just interpreting.
And it could be. What I'm saying is I don't know sign language, so I don't know if it was independent of what was being said.
Sure. Yeah.
The problem is what was being said. To me, if they were going to do it like that, there'd be no voice. You would take the original commentators out.
That's why I was surprised to hear the original commentators in that clip.
That's why, to me, since you heard them, that there might be that it was an interpretation, not a play-by-play guy and another guy, right? Because like when the goal scores, he goes like this for wow, right? I do know that is wow, right? I do know that one. At least I think it is. So because as soon as it gets said, he's doing this, right? So that's why I felt like that it was an interpretation, right? Now let me go back. And we can kind of watch this, and you see if you can see what I'm talking about here, as I play it through.
Off the outside of the net by Holloway.
The second time that they've had that backdoor play that's just rolled out of reach.
Thomas in front, score! The quick release from Snuggerud. The top line.
Maybe I'm wrong there because he goes like this, right? Which I think means sweet or good.
I mean, I feel like even just from body language, you're like, ooh.
Yeah. I have been, but so maybe they are doing a straight.
Maybe they are, and maybe it's just overlaid.
Yeah, with the original. Maybe they are doing their own. Right.
Because there is like this quote specifically from the Athletic article says, from Christensen, who is part of the deaf community, said they were talking about so PXP brought in Altman and Mansfield despite neither having TV experience. They needed training and have received it from top announcers on the NHL's other networks, including TNT's Kenny Albert. And the quote, Kenny has educated Jason and Jeff on how to prep and how to rehearse and what to extract and what to elevate, Christensen says.
But see those two words right there, what to extract and what to elevate, tells me it's an interpretation.
I think they mean from the game.
Yeah, okay. It's possible, and I'm not, Chris. Don't get me wrong. I'm not arguing with you, Kelsey.
No, I don't know what the answer is.
Yeah.
I'm just
Right, but no, I
talking.
still think it's neat. I think it's really
Yeah.
cool that you're doing this. Jason McMillan, Sean Roberts, my buddy from my brother from another mother up in Montana, my fly fishing friend. Jason Nichols, Stephen Glass, Norm Keller, my writing guy. Brandon Wright and Stephanie Brodsky, thank you so much for putting some thumbs in the air and letting us know that you care just a little bit. Right. So if at any time in the third or before the third that you feel like you just need to go, just go. Just say, I'm done. Because I know it's kind of late there. It's probably pushing 10:30?
10:30. Yeah.
And if you work on a farm, you're up at dark 30, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty lucky. Like, it's fairly civil, but yeah, I get up.
My daughter likes to tell me, if you wouldn't get up at the ass crack of dawn.
Sometimes it's
I dark 30, it was time to get up,
I think I like mornings when I'm up. I also have narcolepsy, so I like clinically have difficulty getting up in the morning because my brain sends REM signals when it should send wake signals. But I'm okay at the moment. I don't know how long I last, but
I thought you said something.
What?
When you said narcolepsy, I thought you said something else.
What did you think I said?
Think about it for a moment. What's something that sounds very close to narcolepsy?
I might be too tired.
Mm-hmm.
The only
and I see. I had the word sitting on the tip of my tongue. When you have
the closest one I can think of is necrophilia, and I don't think.
That's
it. That's not something you have. That's not. I think that's something you do.
This is not helping me with my car. I want him here, but I look at the game like this, and he's playing an AHL Pens team. He needs to be getting in on the scoring front. If Snoogie and Thomas are constantly showing up, he needs to as well. That's a good point, Justin. That's a very good point. I thought, but now, while he's not on, I thought he's played a good game. But you're right. He does need to put the biscuit in the basket, right? He absolutely needs to put the biscuit in the basket. And that is a very good point, right? I know I want to say he's had 3 shots, but I think he's had 4 attempts or 5 attempts. And I will look that up here very, very quickly. Jordan Kyrou has had 2 shots and 1 attempt and one block. So 3 attempts. And he only has 1 giveaway tonight. Snoogie, on the other hand, who has 2 goals, has 2 shots and 5 attempts and 5 giveaways. However, when your shooting percentage is 100, I'll take the 5 giveaways all day long. Right? We will be doing a bracket challenge this year. I will get the brackets out. I will side it up and do that. I love Jordan Kyrou and I love his game. But the fact is, if we are not going to get scoring, the defensive stunt only takes you so far. I agree. I kind of agree with you. Right? I want Kyrou here too. Like for me, everyone talks about Kyrou needing a change of scenery, but I think they're right and wrong at the same time. I think Kyrou needs a change of scenery, but the change of scenery needs is the scenery around him, meaning the fans and the media change how they perceive him and respond to him instead of him going somewhere else, right? And that's what a lot of people the term change of scenery doesn't mean what people thinks it means, right? Change of scenery means the area, what's around you changes, not you going somewhere else. Because it comes from the theater, right? A change of scenery. So when you go from one scene to the next, you don't physically go somewhere else. The stuff around you changes. That is a change of scenery.
Mm-hmm.
Dum dum, give me gum gum. I think if we can't get that scoring, we should find a piece that brings in assets that round out your team. Justin, I kind of agree with you. I really do. I'd like to see him score more too. I really would. I think he's Isaac McAdoo all up in his head. Got to get him checked out ASAP. Hopefully he does during the summer, or hopefully they, figure out something else for him. I like the guy. I like his play. I like what he can. I think he can give us more. And the other thing that I just look at this year is, everybody's scoring's down. Now, the last few games, guys have been scoring, right? And I would like to see more from that. I would like to see more from Kyrie. I'd like to see more from Vucevic. I think both of them really need to have an offseason plan that involves a very strong work ethic, right? I do think that both of them have to get better. Without a shadow of a doubt, both of them need to get better, right? And at least that's how I feel. Right? That's how I feel.
Okay, I think I am going to tap out.
Okay. That is absolutely no problem whatsoever, my friend. It was amazing to have you on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Want to come on? Let me know. You're not anytime she wants, but you're not there yet. You're getting there.
No, but let me know if you're like, I need a buddy. Just let me know, because if I can, I will, and if I can't, I can't. But
she'll be like the permanent guest host.
or rotating. I don't know.
Yeah, no. We love you, Kelsey. Thank you so much for being with us. From me and Justin, we both say thank you. And again, we are going to do a show this off season, and we're going to have you on.
I think we should have a show where I get to. I'll just ask. I'll just ask some questions. I'll just ask some.
I was going to say we could have a Hockey 101 show where you just ask questions about what you've seen or things that you're curious about, and let us answer them.
Mm-hmm.
Hockey 101.
I'll prep some questions. I got a couple.
Yeah, I'd love that. Well, fire one at me before we go away.
No, I'm too tired.
Okay. Well, I love you, Kelsey. Have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow, or talk to you on Thursday.
Love y'all too.
Well, guys, I'll stay around for some of the third period. I don't think I'll do it the whole third period. Right? I need to go do something, and I'm afraid I don't know what time the store closes. So I gotta look. And really, there's 6 people watching, and nobody other than Justin commenting right now. 4 people watching. You guys all ran away. Well, here we go. They were talking about the sign language thing. I think it's cool too. I think it's cool. I wish I had. I want to get that ASL hat. I want to try and find it. Penn Swift shifted goals, put Solas in for the third period. And where can I find what I want to find when I want to find it? I don't know. Okay, never mind. The game's back on. How we doing out there? Good move there, Bush. Wasn't softly around the boards, it was around the boards. Bush stayed on that one. I thought Bennington had that in his glove, and it's still out there. The way he's acting is like it was in him. Ugh. Last game at home. Big save, Bennington. Wow. I do got to figure out tomorrow how to make this a soundbite.
Fucker. Oh, motherfucker.
That's got to be a new soundbite. Gotta be. We're not done yet. Wow. Erase a 3-goal deficit and get 4 unanswered. Way to go, Blues. Snuggerud gets his 3rd point of the game. Nice goal, Holloway! Hollywood, Holloway! Hollywood, Holloway! Hollywood, Holloway! Hollywood, Holloway! Holloway with his 21st. Snoogie with his 28th assist. Snoogie has 49 points on the season. And not only does he get 19, Bennington and Cairo get assists. Very well done there. Oh, Penguin just gave it up. Wow, what a move. Bar down, baby. Five unanswered goals. Don't trade anyone. Damn. Gosh damn. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness. What a game. Assist. That's Bennington's second point, second assist this season. Nice move, Neighbors. He couldn't do, tried to do a little too much with it. I would like to see Neighbors get a goal in this. I really would. Five, six. Oh, what a shot by Dvorsky. Somebody's going away. I mean, Sonny's not coming back. There's like other guys. Yeah, and I get you saying the gel's there, but there's still a lot of things that you could do, and you've got some young guys that are ready to come back. Oh, I'll only trying for that for a second. They're taking their time now. Out of play. You know what, guys? I'm sorry, man. It's exciting but boring at the same time. And I just don't have the energy right now. Guys, have a good one. We'll see you on Thursday. I just don't have the energy, man. The being on the lake took it out of me today. You can see my face. Right? You can see my face. I'm just going to call it. Have a good one, man.